make use of technology.
Okay, Abhinandita, I want you to come in on the point being made about not cherry picking. The point is that Arvind Kejriwal today, thanking the Supreme Court so profusely, has had to appear before court to explain why he calls the Enforcement Directorate multiple summons biased. You can't believe in one part of the judiciary while dissing the other, is the argument being made. Your response?
So first, for the record, I think that despite all the ordeals that the Aam Aadmi Party, our leaders, and Mr. Arvind Kejriwal have been facing, especially in the last few years, for the record, we have actually never criticized the judiciary. Of course, we question the ED and some other institutions or specific, officers like the LG or other people. But for the record, even for the ordinance judgment, we said that we are not satisfied, but we honor the judgment. There is nothing more to it. I think that is an important distinction to make. There is no disregard for the judiciary. And as far as the other points that were being discussed around this are concerned, I think the fact that even a small incident like this is giving all of us, regardless of what party line we have, is giving us some hope, means that we were losing hope. That is also an irony that we need to we need to acknowledge, that it is true that that somehow there is a problem in the system, whether it is buying and selling of MLAs, governments being toppled overnight, chief ministers being sworn in at 2 a.m. I mean, there is a lot going on, and in this regard, a little hope that this judgment bring is very significant for all of us. So I think that is that is something that we must acknowledge.
Chandar, I think you made the point that the BJP is going to remain focused on trying to win this on the floor and probably, take back the mayor's position. But Sanjay Hegde said that's fair and square. What is more interesting is what this does to the debate around, for those who believe there is a debate around EVMs. Banu says this should close the debate, whether be it in Pakistan, which has just had a crazy election, or in Chandigarh mayor elections. Actually, many people could make the case that thank God we have electronic voting machines. Do you think that's one of the messages to take away?
Yes, certainly. Electronic voting machines do eliminate this kind of subjective malpractices, etc. However, as we all know, there is a question mark on those machines too, and so many doubts have been raised. But if you look at the paper ballot and the EVM does seem to stand out as a better option. So that's one. However, the manner in which Anil Masih, the impunity with which he acted, the brazenness with which he acted, is so alarming, and it's hard to see whether you can put it down as over enthusiasm or he was pressurized by by the BJP brass, whatever. But this can happen elsewhere too, and EVMs uh, can be taken away. It's not. I mean, the machine may not be tampered with, but there are possibilities of those machines being taken away, and all kinds of things happen during elections. So it all comes down. The crux of the whole thing is the integrity of the returning officer, how much they are able to implement and enforce the election commission guidelines. I think going ahead as the Lok Sabha elections come up, this is something which everyone needs to be aware of, whether it is the citizens or the political parties and their various representatives in the booths, or the Aam Aadmi, I mean the ordinary people, the voters. This is something which it's a lesson for everyone, and something that they need to be aware of going forward into the elections.
Okay, before I give Sanjay Hegde the last word, Banu, that's not quite the argument you were making. That's the opposite argument from the one you wanted to make. So go ahead, I'll allow you an intervention there.
See, we have been using electronic voting machines in various forms from 1982, so more than 40 years. Okay, and so many elections, all sorts of elections have come and gone. It's not biased towards any one political party. There have been all sorts of election commissioners that have come and attested for the authenticity of it. Which mean we definitely have to be vigilant as citizens, but not paranoid. Like, I don't know what else like the election commission has to do to say that EVMs are safe. Right, but you made a great point that in Pakistan we saw the mess. I think we are becoming a much advanced country. Like, we are going to be the third largest economy. You can't be using paper ballots and think about foldings and dots on papers. I mean, it's very 1950s. Okay, so I think
Yeah.
we should move ahead. Back to you.
Right. Now, I really wish the BJP was part of this program. We did try very hard because Rahul Gandhi, in his tweet, actually directly targeted the BJP and said that the Loktantra ki hatya ki Bhajapai sajish mein Masih sirf mohra hai. Basically saying he's the mask and directly targeting the Prime Minister, in fact, in his tweet there. Well, that's politics, Sanjay Hegde. I want to give you the last word on, you spoke about the magnificence of an independent judiciary, about the rule of law. But just on a lighter note, before we play out and end with that leaked video, do you think the Chief Justice, I mean, what do you think would be going through the minds of the lawyers on the losing side as they were getting lambasted, or the client was getting lambasted by the Chief Justice?
Well, to tell you the truth, we lawyers, when we get into court, we are like cricketers who are on a pitch. Either the pitch is working for us or the pitch is full of bounce and spite. We try to survive. End of the day, we come out having done our best, and we accept the system.
Yeah.
That sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. We don't take things personally, but we do wish that people take legal advice seriously, and good legal advice. That here we have people who believe that lawyers can do anything. So first let me do whatever murder I have to do, and then let my lawyer save me. Do not, please listen to your lawyers. Please stick on the right side of the law. The country will progress much better, much faster that way.